morning, everyone. It is October 27, 2008, 3:45 a.m. My name is Tuna Salad, and this is my first ever video review of a game. Today it's going to be Far Cry 2, I'm sorry. And just bear with me here, I'm kind of making it up as I go. I don't have anything written down in front of me or whatnot, so if I make a mistake, deal with it. Here we are at the main menu. Everything's very intuitive, very easy. You just click on it and it'll take you where you want to go. Right now we're going to go to the options and go to the display. If anybody has any problems running the game, I suggest to update your drivers if you haven't done so already. It's very handy and will tell you that your drivers are out of date when it tries to run the first time. I will say that right here under the shadows, if you experience any lag whatsoever as far as the game slowing down when you're trying to pan around and look around, it's highly advisable to bring this down to medium or so. I had a big problem with that, and then I updated my drivers, problem solved. I'm running this on a AMD X2 4500 Plus, 2 gigs of RAM, and a 8800 GTS 512 PCI Express video card. So those are my system specs. Okay, here we are in a safe house. It's kind of like Grand Theft Auto in the aspect that you go into a house to save your game. You can also do it from your arms dealer. The way that you save the game is you click on the bed, a watch will come up, you pick what time or how long you want to sleep. In this case I don't want to spend too much time, so we'll set it for 5 minutes. Here goes, time goes by. It's going to prompt me to save, so we'll save and continue. I'm going to overwrite my game here. Alright, now let's walk outside. Okay, the first thing you'll probably notice, the graphics are gorgeous. Everything from the smoke, the way the trees work, the lighting and shadows on the weapons. I don't know if you can see, YouTube will probably degrade the quality something awful, but the tire tracks and textures for the ground are done extremely well. There's several vehicles in the game. Most of them, well, I won't say several, most of them are just cars and boats. I'm not really sure if you can fly or not. I know that there's an airport in here, but I highly doubt that you're going to be able to fly around. Let's damage our car a little bit. I'll show you how the damage models and things work, that you can repair your car, which I'm pretty sure you've seen on all the trailers. So here we go. Good as new, with the exception of, oh, my hood is magically back down. You got a little GPS there on the right hand side that shows you where you need to go. The effects in the game are actually done very well. I think the sound effects are pretty much top notch. You can hear the grass move whenever you walk through it. You actually do move the foliage out of your way whenever you walk through. The gun sounds are done well, the explosions are done well. I really honestly don't have anything bad to say about the sound effects in the game. I've read some reviews where people were bitching about that, but those reviews were done before the game was even released, so I kind of take those with a grain of salt. I've picked up a mission from one of the people that I've met in the game. Paula right there in the middle, I don't know if you can read it on the map, is really the only city in the game. It's not that big, but it's enough to keep you occupied. There's a couple of factions in the game that are warring against one another, and then you've also got your own faction, so you can really play for 3 people, and it's got standings and things like that that you've got to keep up. I imagine that if you start playing for both sides, you'll have people pissed off at you. The area that you're in is pretty large, but here's kind of where it gets disappointing, and really the only thing that I don't like about the game is that if you look at the map, the dark brown areas are mountainous terrain that you cannot and will not cross over. You cannot climb it and go over it. So basically the game is not as big and wide open as what it was originally advertised to be, which really put me off whenever I first bought it. You cannot go everywhere. It is not as wide open as Grand Theft Auto. Granted, there is a lot of things to see, there is a lot of things to do, a lot of places to go, but for the most part you're confined to canyons, just like you see here. I got a wall here and I got a wall over there, and that's pretty much the way the game is, on roads and paths and things like that. You're pretty boxed in for most of for most of the thing. You really don't have a lot of options and places to go, sad to say. So I'm gonna walk up and assault this camp right here. There's a lot of roadblocks around, a lot of people to shoot. People get pissed off and want to charge you money, and they'll just shoot at you as you go. One thing about the game is the AI can either be incredibly smart or they can be incredibly stupid. A lot of the times they'll go for cover and things like that. But to be totally truthful, sometimes they can be very stupid. Sometimes they will look right at you actually and not shoot, but sometimes they'll be able to see you through the bushes. This guy right here is hurt. You can see that he's not dead yet, so we're going to stab him in the chest and finish him off. Yep, he's finished. You see the patrol vehicles here. There's cars and things in that nature to drive in the game. But a lot of the time you'll see, if you're out on the road like I am, just out of the blue, sometimes a car with some people will ride by and shoot at you, make for an interesting time, really. There's a whole bunch of guard posts to scout and things of that nature. I'm trying to get a med kit. Hey, there we go. So, as you can see though, look at the trees and everything looks very, very nice. It's even the way the sunlight filters through the trees, you can see the rays, the way the shading works on the weapons. It's really beautiful. It's a very beautiful game. As you've seen on most of the trailers, the weapons in the game will degrade, they will rust, they will get old, and the older that they get in the crappier condition, the worse they perform. They will jam up on you, and it generally happens at the worst possible time. But you can see this weapon right here has been beat up pretty well. It's seen its better days. So I'm going to go back and get my trusty MP5. We're going to get in the car and drive up the road to the pretty much only city in the game. So here we go. So here we are in the city. This is a ceasefire zone. If you go in here and shoot somebody, everybody in the town is going to want to kill you. I'm not going to do it right now, but it's not really a good idea. I guess if you want to go on a jihad or something, it's okay. You can man machine gun posts and things of that nature, like you see right here. As you can see, the water looks very, very good. The animations for swimming are also top notch. Here, we'll jump in. You can actually see him moving the water out of the way and the splash. There's an airboat right there in front of us, so we're going to ride to Mike's bar, which is where you'll get one of your first missions at. It's also where your arms dealer is, or one of them, so you can buy new weapons and things. You have to do missions for the guy to get better and more weapons, but most of those really consist of find this guy, kill him, knock him off, whatever. I can kind of see the game getting repetitive as you go, because it's generally go here, blow this up, go here, kill that. But since it's always like kind of a new place, and you know you have to travel and whatnot, and you run into camps on the way and people riding around, it's pretty engaging. But as you can see, like I said before, that everything is kind of confined to the canyons. If I wanted to get out of my boat and walk along the river, I could, but I wouldn't go very far. Maybe 10 feet to either side or so. Anyway, I'll pick this up when we get to Mike's. Okay, so here we are. This is Mike's bar. This is where you go and get one of your first missions, and you'll meet some people in the game that'll help you out. But I'll do a little more on that later. Right now, we're gonna walk over and buy some weaponry. It's very easy, very intuitive to do. Normally, there's a guy standing here that you can get missions from to unlock more weapons, but he's not here, so we'll just go ahead and buy some stuff off the computer. Little tooltip there. Here's a list of the weaponry that you can buy. The locks show what I can't own yet. So just for kicks, I don't know what the hell. Let's buy. Fuck it. Let's buy this Fast 12 here. So I bought the weapon. It's not going to show up in my hand right away. I'm going to have to walk over here to my armory to grab it, which is right here. Oh, where the fuck is it? Alright, here we go.